Hey there, welcome back to our channel. I'm excited to have you join us today as we embark on an exciting journey together. In this video, we'll be diving into the wonderful world of mastering a new skill step by step. Learning something new can be both challenging and incredibly rewarding, but often the sheer magnitude of the task can feel overwhelming. That's why breaking it down into manageable steps is the key to success. Today, we're going to walk you through 5 easy steps that will guide you towards mastering any skill you desire. Whether it's playing an instrument, learning a language, coding, or even painting, these steps will help you achieve your goals efficiently. So, let's jump right into it. Step 1. Setting clear goals. Now that we've laid the foundation for our skill learning journey, it's time to dive into Step 1. Setting clear goals. Having a clear vision of what you want to achieve is crucial for your success. To set effective goals, we'll be using the SMART framework. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break it down. First, your goal needs to be specific. Instead of saying, I want to learn guitar, make it more specific, like I want to learn to play 5 chords on the guitar. Next, your goal needs to be measurable. Define a way to measure your progress and know when you've achieved your goal. For example, I will be able to play 5 chords fluently within 3 months. Now, your goal needs to be attainable. Set goals that are challenging yet realistic. Be honest with yourself about the time, effort, and resources you can commit to achieving your goal. The next aspect is relevance. Ensure that your goal aligns with your interests, values, and aspirations. When you're passionate about what you're learning, it becomes easier to stay motivated and committed. Lastly, your goal needs to be time-bound. Set a deadline or timeline for achieving your goal. It provides a sense of urgency and helps you stay focused. For example, I will learn those 5 chords within 3 months. By using the SMART framework, you transform your vague desires into concrete goals, making them more actionable and achievable. Setting clear goals not only gives you direction but also keeps you motivated and accountable throughout your skill learning journey. When you know what you're working towards, you can break it down into smaller steps and measure your progress along the way. For instance, if you're learning photography, instead of saying, I want to take better pictures, a SMART goal would be, I want to capture stunning landscape photographs using manual settings on my camera within 6 months. Remember, setting clear goals is the foundation for success in mastering any skill. So take a moment to define your SMART goals and write them down. Step 2. Gathering learning resources. Now that we have set clear goals, it's time to move on to Step 2. Gathering learning resources. In this step, we'll explore the importance of finding the right tools and materials to support your skill learning journey. When it comes to mastering a new skill, having the right learning resources can make a world of difference. Let's discuss some key considerations when gathering these resources. Books are often a valuable source of knowledge and guidance. They provide in-depth information, practical tips, and expert insights. Look for well-reviewed books that cover the fundamentals and advanced techniques relevant to your skill. Online tutorials and courses offer the advantage of interactive learning. Platforms like YouTube, Udemy, or Coursera provide a wide range of video tutorials and structured courses taught by experts in the field. Consider enrolling in courses that align with your learning style and skill level. Engaging with online communities and forums can be incredibly beneficial. You can connect with like-minded individuals, ask questions, seek advice, and even find mentors. Platforms like Reddit, Stack Exchange, or specialized forums related to your skill can be a goldmine of knowledge and support. Mentors play a crucial role in skill development. They provide guidance, share their expertise, and offer personalized feedback. If possible, seek out mentors who have already mastered the skill you're pursuing. Their insights and experiences can significantly accelerate your progress. Remember, practice and experimentation are vital parts of the learning process. Allocate time for hands-on practice and exploration. Experiment with different techniques, tools, or approaches to find what works best for you. By gathering the right learning resources, you build a solid foundation for your skill development. Whether it's books, online tutorials, courses, online communities, or mentors, these resources will provide you with knowledge, guidance, and support as you progress on your skill learning journey. Keep in mind that not all resources will be equally effective for everyone. Experiment and find the resources that resonate with your learning style and preferences. Remember, it's about finding what works best for you. Step 3. Breaking down the skill. In Step 3 of our skill mastery journey, we'll tackle a crucial aspect, breaking down the skill. By dividing the skill into smaller, manageable components, we make the learning process more approachable and achievable. Imagine the skill you're trying to master as a big circle. It may seem intimidating at first, but breaking it down into smaller parts will make it much more digestible. To break down the skill effectively, start by identifying the key sub-skills or components that make up the larger skill. These subskills are like building blocks that, when mastered, contribute to overall proficiency. For example, if you're learning to play the guitar, subskills could include mastering chords, fingerpicking techniques, strumming patterns, and understanding music theory. Once you've identified the subskills, it's essential to focus on one at a time. By dedicating time and effort to each subskill, you can develop a solid foundation before moving on to the next one. Let's take chord mastery as an example. Instead of trying to learn all the chords at once, focus on one chord shape. Practice it until you can transition smoothly between that chord and others. Once you've mastered it, move on to the next chord shape. Breaking down the skill offers several advantages. It allows you to track progress more effectively, build confidence, and prevent overwhelm. It's like solving a puzzle, one piece at a time. Remember, skill mastery takes time and patience. Celebrate small victories along the way and stay committed to the process. Each subskill you master brings you closer to overall proficiency. By breaking down the skill into manageable components, you set yourself up for success. It's a step-by-step approach that transforms a seemingly complex skill into achievable milestones. Step 4. Practicing regularly. We've made great progress so far, and now it's time to delve into step 4 of our skill mastery journey. Practicing regularly. Consistent and deliberate practice is the key to honing your abilities and reaching new heights. When it comes to practicing, quality matters just as much as quantity. Let's explore some essential tips to make your practice sessions more effective and impactful. First and foremost, carve out dedicated practice time in your schedule. Treat it as a non-negotiable appointment with yourself. Consistency is crucial for building muscle memory, reinforcing concepts, and developing a deep understanding of the skill. Consider using a practice schedule or setting a timer to ensure you allocate sufficient time for focused practice. It helps maintain discipline and ensures you make progress even on busy days. Deliberate practice involves actively engaging with specific aspects of the skill that challenge you. Break down your practice sessions into targeted exercises that address your weaknesses and push your boundaries. For example, if you're learning to dance, focus on perfecting a particular dance move, working on coordination, rhythm, and expression. Analyze your performance, identify areas for improvement, and strive for incremental growth. Feedback is an invaluable tool for improvement. Seek feedback from mentors, peers, or even record and review your own practice sessions. It helps you identify blind spots, correct mistakes, and refine your technique. Remember, practice is not just about repetition, it's about deliberate effort, mindful engagement, and a commitment to continuous improvement. Regular practice is the bridge that connects your current abilities to your desired level of mastery. It is through consistent effort, persistence, and intentional practice that you refine your skills and unlock your full potential. As you embark on your skill mastery journey, make practicing a priority. Embrace the power of regular and deliberate practice and watch yourself soar to new heights. Step 5. Seeking feedback and iterating. We've come to the final step of our skill mastery journey. Step 5. Seeking feedback and iterating. In this step, we'll explore the importance of feedback, reflection, and continuous improvement. Feedback is a powerful tool that fuels growth and development. It provides valuable insights, helps identify blind spots, and guides you towards areas that need improvement. There are various sources from which you can seek feedback. Mentors, instructors, peers, and even self-assessment play crucial roles in your learning journey. When seeking feedback, be open-minded and receptive. Embrace constructive criticism as an opportunity for growth. Remember, feedback is meant to help you progress and refine your skills. Self-reflection is equally important. Take time to assess your own progress, strengths, and areas for improvement. Be honest with yourself and set aside ego, as self-awareness is key to meaningful growth. Regularly document your reflections and observations in a journal or notepad. This allows you to track your progress over time and identify patterns or trends in your learning journey. Iteration is the process of revising, refining, and making incremental improvements based on feedback and self-reflection. It's a continuous cycle of learning and growth. For example, if you receive feedback on a specific technique or aspect of your skill, take that feedback into account and work on making adjustments. Practice the revised approach and seek further feedback to see if you're heading in the right direction. Seeking feedback and iterating is the final touch in your skill mastery journey. It allows you to refine and polish your abilities, ensuring you continue to progress and evolve. Remember, seeking feedback and iterating is not a one-time task, it's a continuous process. Embrace feedback as a valuable asset, be open to constructive criticism, and keep refining your skills. And with that, we've reached the end of our skill mastery journey. Conclusion. And that brings us to the end of our skill mastery journey. We've explored 5 essential steps that will guide you towards mastering a new skill. Let's take a moment to recap and reflect on our journey together. In the introduction, we emphasized the importance of setting clear goals and understanding your motivations. Then, we moved on to gathering learning resources, exploring the various tools and materials available to support your skill development. Next, in step 3, we discussed the significance of breaking down the skill, taking the complex and overwhelming and breaking it into manageable components. Step 4 reminded us of the importance of practicing regularly, making deliberate efforts to improve and grow. Finally, in step 5, we explored the value of seeking feedback and iterating, embracing feedback from mentors, peers, and self-reflection to continuously refine our skills. Throughout this journey, we've discovered that mastering a new skill is not an overnight process. It requires dedication, patience, and a growth mindset. Each step builds upon the previous one, creating a solid foundation for your skill development. Remember, progress may not always be linear. There will be ups and downs, moments of frustration, and times when you feel stuck. But stay committed, stay resilient, and never lose sight of your passion for learning and growth. You have the power to master any skill you set your mind to. Believe in yourself, embrace the joy of the learning process, and celebrate every milestone along the way. Skill mastery is not just about the destination. It's about the transformative journey that shapes you into the best version of yourself. Thank you for joining me on this incredible skill mastery journey. I hope these insights and steps have empowered you to embark on your own path of growth and development. Remember, the possibilities are endless, so keep exploring, keep learning, and keep evolving. Until next time.